Okay, so let's see a very nice animation of how matrix multiplication is done. So we start with this matrix A and this vector, and this is the result. Now, in order to do matrix multiplication, we need that the number of columns of the matrix on the left will be equal the number of rows uh, of the vector on the right, or the matrix on the right, and this is with 3 columns on the left and 3 rows on the right, so we can do this multiplication. Now, what is the dimension of the result? It depends on the number of rows on the matrix, which is 3, and the number of columns, which is 1 of the vector, so it's 3 on 1, so you can see that the result is 3 on 1. So let's see now how we do this multiplication. For the first one, we take the first row and the first column, of course, and we take 2 times 1. You can see this happening. We take 2 times 1. Oh, no, I wanted to do it myself. So we take the first row and this one, and we take the first number here, which is 2 times 1, and we put it right over here. Now we continue. We take the next number, 1 times 2, which is again 2, and we will add it to this result, so it will become 4. We're going to the next one, which is minus 1 times minus 1, and we will add this, and we get 5 because we had 4. So we took each number here times the appropriate number on the vector and sum that all up, put it right over here. Now the next one. Next row, next value. 0 times 1, this is the first one, so the result is 0, so I put it right over here. Let's add that with the others. So I take now 3 times 2, which is 6, and put it right over here. And I continue. 2 times minus 1, which is minus 2. I add it to the 6 that I had right over here, and I get 4. Great, now next row. And I take 1 times 1, which would be 1 here. And again, continue. The next one is minus 2 times 2, which is 4, added to the 1 that I had right over here, which would become minus 3, and to the last one, which is minus 1, 4 times minus 1, which is minus 1, now added to what I had here, and I get minus 7. And this is it. This is the result of this multiplication. This was a very basic multiplication of a matrix with a vector. You can also multiply matrix with a matrix. Don't forget that the number of columns for the matrix on the left needs to be equal to the number of rows for the matrix on the right, in this case vector, and the result will be the dimensions will be the number of rows from here times the number of columns from here. And you saw how we did this was for one column, and if you had more, you'll just continue with this idea. But this is the basic idea of how matrix multiplication is done.